is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel that I don't have. It is day 6 of quarantine, and I'm officially going fucking insane. But today, I have a treat for you. A good treat. We are going to be baking expert level fudge brownies. Here's the recipe. It says super easy, but that just means that it's super easy for experts.
Oh.
I am an expert.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let's get started. Step 1, wash your hands. So you turn the water on. You just get them nice and lathered up. Put some soap on. Wash vigorously. Make sure you get all the
crevasses,
all the coronavirus off. Rinse and repeat. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that. We're good. All right. So, step 2 of baking with Ryan on this day 6 of shit is preheat the oven to 350 degrees and grease a 9x13 baking pan or line with parchment paper.
Do you have a tape measure?
Nope, but it does say 9x13 right on the pan. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Upper oven, bake, 350. Press start. All right. Grease the pan. And because I'm an expert, I already know that base oil is better than olive oil because you don't want to use olive oil.
Why?
Because then it'll taste olive oily.
Oh.
So you use base oil and you just put a little bit of butter in the pan. Then you got to use your fingers just to grease it.
Mmm.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get in all the little crevices here. The insides.
And the sides.
The what?
All sides.
Stop giving me tips, Mom. I'm an expert level baker. What do you think this shit is? Okay. I think I'm new at this? Alright, we're getting nice and greasy up in here. It feels super weird. I don't really like it.
I don't really like it.
Now I have to wash my hands again. But that is a well greased pan. Well greased. I don't know who the hell is going to want to eat these brownies after I just put my dirty fingers all over the pan.
Now, do you put the dirty buttery fingers back in the butter, or?
You're supposed to, but I'm going to wash them.
Oh, okay.
Now my hands are greasy. Gross. How do you get this on?
There's an expert level baker right there.
Soap. This is a 5-minute process, by the way.
Oh, okay.
The baking steps are, with any expert level,
Baker?
any expert level,
Baker.
no, what's that thing called? Recipe.
Oh.
Recipe. Any expert level recipe, they give you a cook time, the prep time, and the total time.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, the cook time is 25 minutes and the prep time is 10, equaling a total of 35 minutes. That was quick math.
Quick math. Yeah, that was quick math.
But when you're an expert level baker, you gotta be quick at math.
Oh, okay.
All right, anyways, we got a nice, well lubricated pan. Next step, melt the butter and let cool slightly.
Oh, that's a long period of time.
Well, oh, by the way, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Betty Crocker and Oil Debbie.
Okay.
It's been an honor working with them for my first baking video ever. All right. So, the expert level recipe calls for 1 cup of butter. And that is a brick of butter. So we're gonna get out the handy dandy measuring cups.
Oh.
And a knife. And maybe a spoon just for fun. Uh-oh. All right, put that in there. Holy shit, this is gonna be a lot of butter.
You're supposed to. It's supposed to melt it.
Oh yeah, gotta melt the butter. Okay, we got a little bit of paper on this one.
It doesn't have to be flattened because you're melting it, so.
Yeah, no, you're right. I feel like this was 1 cup of butter, this whole brick. Okay, we'll call that a cup. And now we're gonna put the cup all right. I don't know what you're laughing at. You don't laugh at an extra level baker. And that ding there, folks, is the oven's preheated. I don't know what that means. I'll let that sit. I mean, I guess you're supposed to be prepped already because the prep time's only 5 minutes, but that's why prep time's 10. So on our handy dandy chef microwave here, we got a soften melt button. So I'm just gonna push that and see what happens. Nothing happened. So we're gonna push start. We're gonna wait. While we wait, we read the instructions. So you gotta melt the butter and let cool slightly. Stir in the sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract until combined. So now we gotta just wrap this.
I'm not helping.
Wrap that up, put it off to the side. And
Oh my goodness.
let's pause here. The butter has been softened.
That's not melted yet.
That is. We're just gonna whisk it a little bit just to make sure it's all nice and soft.
Soft or soft?
Soft. That looks like absolute shit.
Every good baker says that when they're baking.
All right, I would say that's soft enough and would be equivalent to a cup.
That's.
So now it says to let it cool slightly and stir in the sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract.
Okay, well, we don't have time for it to cool.
So that happened to be put in the wrong container. Here are the baking containers right here. I was just joking, looking for them. So we're gonna dump that shit into there.
Did you check if that was a cup?
What's that?
Did you check if that was a cup?
Yeah, it's a cup.
Oh,
It's good.
yeah.
All right. That's a cup of butter.
What was that you just pulled out of the bowl?
We do have a dog. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got shit on the instructions. Okay, so stir in the sugar. 2 cups of sugar. Now we gotta take this excess butter out of here and put sugar. This is sugar. 2 cups of sugar seems like a lot. But it's not that much when you think about it.
Oh. It's good to know.
The sugar's busted.
The sugar's busted.
Get the sugar nice and loose. You're supposed to do this before, but my kitchen's been under quarantine, so I didn't have a chance to fix it. All right, we'll call that 1 cup. That is a lot of sugar. feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack after this.
Another thing every good baker says after making his
Call
special
that a second cup of sugar.
special
That is
brownies.
a lot of fucking sugar. But that's what this expert recipe calls for, so there's no doubt that these are going to be delicious. 4 eggs, lightly beaten. All right, if I could ask you to just please turn off the camera for a minute while I beat these eggs lightly. I just gotta ask a quick question here. Do I beat these in a different bowl? Alright. So, I'm gonna attempt the unattemptable here.
Are you gonna
crack all these eggs at once.
Oh, this should be good. Okay. Let's see it. Yeah. There you go. Uh-huh.
There's
No. What the hell is that? You got to do it with all your fingers.
There's 1 egg. Cracked very nicely. Set that there. This one has a baby crack. You know what? We're going to just not do that because I just made an absolute mess. So we're just going to set that one down. Re-crack. And,
Is that a shell in there? What's that on the 1 egg there? What is that?
yeah, now we got a little bit of shell in the egg, but that's normal. That happens.
Oh.
That happens.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Are you taking questions from your audience now, or?
Well,
Yeah, I'll
I
take
was
one
gonna
question.
say, if you have a shell,
Yeah.
take a shell,
Yeah.
and the shell will just magnetically take it back out.
Yeah, so that's
Wow, magnetic.
just,
There we go.
that's how you take shells out of eggs, because that's just, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Especially when you know how to crack eggs professionally. And we're gonna just put these in the garbage. We're gonna go back to step 1 and egg all over the floor. Pick that up, and we're gonna put that in the garbage. And we're gonna just lightly wash hands this time. No soap needed because I've already washed my hands 3 times. All right. Continuing on. So now we are going to lightly beat the eggs. And we're going to use a fork for that. This is called whisking. And you can whisk a lot faster. This is just lightly.
Oh.
All right. Now, and vanilla extract you have to put in here. 2 teaspoons.
No.
It's awkward. We don't have a 2 teaspoons measuring cup.
Yes, we do. No.
See, usually my my assistant puts out all my baking supplies before I start,
The red ones.
but this is bullshit. That is 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. So we need 2 of these. This is
What is it?
vanilla extract.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. There you go.
Vanilla extract is not thick, by the way. Comes out quick. And we're just gonna do a half one there because
Comes so quick.
there's a lot of,
It's not thick.
there's some overflow. Anyways, that happens
All right.
once in a while.
Yeah. For sure.
Put that there. Now we're just gonna get the handy dandy whisking fork again.
Okay.
I'll just whisk that up a little bit more, just to mix the vanilla extract in with the egg. And now we're gonna dump this
Yep.
into this thing.
Mmm.
And then we gotta mix it up. So for that, we're gonna use this big spoon. And just mix it up nice and easy. Because after all, there is about 8 pounds of sugar in this. We just gotta make sure everything's mixed nicely. Really does wonders for the appetite looking at this. Can you pay attention to the food?
Oh,
please?
yeah, sorry. Sure thing. That looks revolting, if I'm going to be honest there, Little Debbie.
It's Little Debbie.
Yeah, Lil. Is that whisked enough?
That's good enough.
Oh.
Now we're going to add in the cocoa powder, flour, salt, and baking powder. So 2/3 of a cup. 2/3. We have 1/3, so that means you put 2/3. 2 1/3 equals 2/3. Cocoa powder. That is this.
Oh.
It's all natural, 100%. Brand new. Never been used.
Oh.
Almost. Probably has Corona on it. By the way, after this, I recommend everybody go drink a Corona. Because it's Saturday, and what the fuck else are you going to do? So this, we're just going to... We're just going to do that. Just slap it in there. When you're baking, you got to be prepared. You're going to make a mess. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And who cleans this mess? Is this you or your assistant?
The assistant always cleans the messes after.
Yeah, okay.
So that is 2/3 of cocoa powder. And there's cocoa powder all over the place. We're just going to dust that off a little bit. The next step is flour. So this is flour here, and it says we got to use 1 cup of flour. So we're gonna go back to our 1 cup here. Just be careful. That way you don't make a mess and have flour everywhere. Okay, flour, add it. Next, we have to do salt. This is salt. And we need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We have to go back to the handy dandy measuring cups here and put a 1/2 teaspoon. Can you please focus on what I'm doing?
Yeah.
1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
In the bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. And baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. This is baking powder. Not sure why it's just a 1/2 teaspoon of this shit, but there it is.
Okay.
Now we're going to use a sturdy wooden spoon or a rubber spatula to gently stir the ingredients until combined. Now this is where your expertise has to come in, because you cannot over... All right, we don't have a wooden spatula. Do we have a wooden spatula? We have a wooden spatula. Do we have a wooden spatula? Yeah, just a little technical difficulty here. Stop zooming in on me. Oh, okay, I see it. All right, so now we're just gonna gently stir this all together, because if you whisk or over mix it, this will add extra air to the batter and result in cake-like brownies instead of fudge-like ones.
Oh.
So you want to be very, very careful here. It looks like it's going to take an hour to mix.
Wasn't this supposed to take 10 minutes to prepare? Because we're already at 20 minutes.
Yeah, but when you're expert level, it just you got to be prepared for anything to happen.
Oh. What do you think might have been the thing that slowed you down?
Well, it's hard to say. It's really, really hard to say. I mean, it could have been a number of things. The fact that there's a severe virus going on right now, and you got to wash your hands every 5 minutes. It really adds to the baking experience.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sure thing.
Can you focus on what I'm doing here?
Yeah,
it's starting to look a little bit more appetizing. And we don't want to overmix.
Can you describe the scent that we're smelling right now?
Yeah, it smells quite chocolatey and cocoa-y and
What was that word that you just used there?
cocoa-y.
Coca-y. Okay.
And
Is that a baker's term?
yeah, it's a baker's term.
Okay.
You ever heard of a baker's dozen?
Yeah. How much is that?
That is 13.
Well, you might be a real baker.
This is actually starting to look really good. I feel like I'm doing this properly. But we won't know until we taste it. All right, I would say that's well done. So now we gotta fold in the chocolate chips and pour batter into prepared baking pan. So when you fold over chocolate chips, I'll be completely honest with you, I have no idea what the fuck that means. So we're just gonna pack chocolate chips in it and call it a day.
He's gonna rifle, man.
We're just gonna rifle them in, but we're gonna fold them in nicely.
Oh.
This is awkward. Okay. That's enough of that. So, these are Chippets. I'm gonna open these nicely. And how many chocolate chips does it say we put in here? I feel like chocolate chips, you just put as many as you want in. 1 cup. So you gotta fold them over.
There, look at there's the fold over.
There's the fold. Now we're gonna fold them over again. And that is how you add chocolate chips. And then you mix it again, just like nice and folding like.
Nice and folding like.
So. There we go. But you can't overmix, remember? Because we're going to get cake-like brownies instead of fudge-like brownies. Anybody knows what that means? For all you bakers out there. Get the extra mix off. It's actually starting to look really good. Now, pour batter into baking pan and spread out evenly. All right, this is slow.
Huh.
Okay, this is. Focus on the pan, please.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Pan's the pan. Sorry, you say pan?
Or Pam, like comb with like a B.
No, like pan. I'll be honest with you, I'm sick of this shit already. Baking fucking sucks.
I just want to point out that we are at 25 minutes, and this was supposed to take 10.
Well, yeah, because we're drying it out a little bit just to make it good for you viewers out there.
Oh, what do you call your viewers, by the way?
I haven't really come up with a term with them since I don't actually have a channel. But if I had to say something, I'd call them mini bakers.
Do you want to give a shout out to any of your mini bakers out there?
No.
None of them?
No.
Not even one?
No. Now we spread out evenly. And this is what's supposed to make the fucking brownie shape like. It's amazing. When you start with something that looks like shit and then it actually turns into a brown color and looks like a brownie, it means you're having a good day.
Is that what that means?
Yep. Especially in the baking world.
Oh.
So we'll spread out nice and evenly, and then for dramatic effect, you just want to make sure you get the nice swirl shapes in the brownies.
Oh.
All right. So that is the brownie. Essentially what it's going to look like. So now we're going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. And then we're going to let it cool slightly before serving. Kitchen timer. We're going to start with 25 because you can always add it for an extra 5. If you put 30, you can't take back 5. Start. Start. All right. We will be back with an update on how the brownies turned out. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay healthy. And don't forget to wash your hands, you filthy ant. Bye.